All right, so we're here on this new segment called The Scoop, talking to Kadel King, linebacker from Kuopio Steelers. Kadel, welcome, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you on. We really want to get to know you a little bit here before we get into any specifics about the season. Give us a quick, history summary of your background in the sport and how you got here to Kuopio.
So not our whole football history or just this year for Scorpio?
Just last couple years or something. Give us the quick journey. I played here, I went there, etc.
Okay, so I obviously played in Bristol Academy in Pride in the UK, one of the best academies in Europe. Then I went over to Canada, played 1 year prep school, 3 years university. After that, I went to Potsdam Royals in the GFL 1 North. After that, I went to GFL 1 South and played for Frankfurt University. Starting to play for Frankfurt again this year, but with quarantine and GFL cancelling this season. Kuopio Steelers gave me an opportunity to come down to the Maple League and play. So that's how I came here.
That's awesome. See, that's traveling. That's the best thing. I was going to ask you a question about the travel you had, because you're from the UK and you've been going to these different countries, and now you're in Finland. I haven't been here long enough to really, have a take on it. So we have to ask you later in the season how you like Finland. But my question to you would be is, with American football being, not a major sport, how does it feel to be able to, travel to play this game and, make a little bit of money on the side? But how does it feel to be able to do this as something that you love and internationally?
It's a blessing, really. From when I left the UK and went to Canada, it really opened my eyes, because it's like you see a different culture, So like in the UK, it's definitely not a big thing. When I left, no one's really playing it. My friends were like, "What are you doing?" Going to Canada, it was completely a culture change. So like even in college, people come up to me, they like know who you are, they know how you play the game. They're like, "You're a great game." My second homecoming, alumni coming down to me, knowing my name, saying you're a great game. So seeing like the different cultures and how they appreciate football is really giving me like a more appreciative view of it. It's obviously a blessing to come back to Europe, play in the GFL in Finland. GFL, obviously, teams like Potsdam, who are an upcoming team, came up from GFL 2 at the time. The fan base wasn't as strong as it was in Frankfurt, but like seeing the different fans and how they engage with everyone, the Purple family were obviously great. Even in Kuopio, like my first day, I met like 3 fans who knew me by name. So it's really a blessing. I appreciate it a lot.
Q, you got something for him?
Yeah, it's more about like you said, you're from the UK. Over the years in Europe, a lot of players have came from the UK. How does that make you feel personally to be able to represent the UK in this like American sport? I mean, you guys are considered EU imports, but sometimes I think a lot of the UK players are more closer to an American import than a foreign like that EU import. So how does it feel to you to be compared to closely being related to like being an American import?
I want to say I'm happy about that, but like in the UK we're borders. Like the UK has borders everywhere. Only thing is that the coaching and the love for the game isn't up there. So I can name you like borders off the top of my head. David, who played in Finland before, Glenn, who played up in Dresden, Ellie played up in Potsdam. So we have borders, but it's just getting them out and giving them opportunity to ball. Even Kojo played up in Helsinki for a couple of years. When you guys say we're closely related to American imports, I truly believe that. Tim came up, played for Crocodiles and Helsinki. Every time I hear about Tim, he's a baller. Even after the game yesterday at Butchers, I had some of the players come up to me, asking me where I'm from, the States. So like the UK has talent, we just need to look there and trust them more. Because I feel like the biggest issue in Europe is they don't trust the UK players a lot. Because obviously the talent level goes from great to terrible, because it's not a professional league, right? But the more players like myself David, Glenn, Kojo, Tim who come out and ball out, the more respect we're going to give the UK, and the more players who are going to go out and prove that the best ballers in my eyes are from the UK. So once we keep balling out and showing what we have, and hopefully one day we start representing GB's national team, we can change the whole culture in the UK.
Yeah, let me just throw out there some of that Finnish pride, you know. Hey, UK, they know what happened with the national team games, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah, what happened? Oh yeah, sue on me. TIS. Hey, we gotta represent for the whole team.
Hey, like the issue with the GB team is like the ballers don't play for GB. I wasn't on that team. Tim wasn't in that team. Kojo wasn't in that team. You know, so like the ballers are either in the States in the NFL, shout out to Tiggy, Alex Jenkins, Christian Wade, or they're at D1. I know a couple of Blitz guys at D1s. Orlando, Victor's at a D1. Or there's like me, and I don't want to risk it because I know the level of the GB team isn't up there, you know? Because I would have hated to play for GB, God forbid something bad happens, and I know we're not competitive enough at the moment to compete, you know? So it won't be a smart business decision on my end. But I've been speaking to the new head coach, I've been speaking to a couple of guys, shout out to X and O's, and hopefully we change the culture and we can get more guys to play for GB like myself. Because again, like if they had me, they had Glenn, they had David, they had Tim, like Finland wouldn't have beaten us, man.
Hey. We don't talk about hypotheticals. Who won? Don't be talking about hypotheticals, though. Hey, we got to represent. Can't be talking about hypotheticals. And I understand you, though. And actually, that's something I want to ask you about, too, if you're okay with talking about it. I know there's a lot of politics involved in sports, especially in the UK. But one thing that I've noticed, and Q probably has noticed it, too, like we said, we've seen ballers. And like you said, we've seen ballers come from the UK. And the biggest issue we've seen is when you watch like football in the UK, it is horrible. It looks bad. Like it's just not something that anyone wants to be a part of, including the ballers that are there. And then you get these situations where guys like you don't even want to play on the national team. What do you think is going to take to, you know, get that whole BAFA situation or the UK football organization? Like you guys need to, I mean, like you said, the UK has some of the best players in Europe, but it's hard to highlight that if everyone's scattered on all these different teams, or they don't even play in the UK because it's not taken seriously enough in their home country. So what's something you think that needs to happen so we can, you know, have you guys represent?
Yeah, I think so. It starts with BAFA. During the quarantine, I was speaking to the new CEO of BAFA, and he has a plan he has a plan to like help change the culture. Again, I spoke to the head coach of GB, similar situation. And it's like we still have to have faith and trust the process, you know, because again, we're not doing it. People of my age and my era right now, so Ray, shout out to Ray, killing it in D1. We have to do it not for ourselves, but for the younger generation coming up. You know, so it has to be all of us coming together and understanding that the sport's bigger than just us right now. Because if we go on GB right now and we start killing it, we won't personally benefit from it a lot, right? But the kids coming up who are watching us play, who are going to be inspired by us, that's gonna change how they're perceived by Europe and how they perceive the game. If that makes sense. So. Again, just all of us making sacrifices just to improve the game of football.
Q, you had something else for him? I still got like 2 more questions, and then we'll let you get out.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So what I was going to ask you was about, if I'm not mistaken, you were at that the Standard camp a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that. How did you like that camp, and what was happening in Denmark, man?
That camp was dope, man. Shout out to Desmond Cooper for hosting the camp. That camp was dope. Like they had a lot of kids out there. A lot of them were Danish, kids from Prague, Amsterdam. But it was a great experience. It was like my first time coaching outside of like my team. So usually I coach for my college team, or I'll coach the younger teams in the GFL, right? But it's my first time being at camp coaching kids. And it was a crazy experience, man. Like, the kids were ready to learn. They were ballers. And it just showed the love for the game in Denmark, because I never knew, like, Denmark liked the game like that, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, these kids knew what they were doing. You correct them, they would learn like that. I had, like, 2 linebackers from Amsterdam, right, who came down, and those guys, like, they would be able to play in the Maple League or even in GFL at 17. Like, maybe physically they weren't up there, but they could move, they knew what they were doing, and they were easy to coach, you know? So that camp was dope. Desmond Cooper has a dope setup. He has a great plan. Like, I got changed the culture from Desmond Cooper, you know? Like, he's a great mentor. He's setting the new standard of how we should develop football in Europe, you know? And that camp was, like, one of the first of many to come. So hopefully we can hold one down in maybe Finland, in the UK, and different parts of Europe.
So, oh yeah, that's not for the podcast. But so what you're saying is AFF should probably have a camp in Finland. Is that what we should do, Q? Is that what we should do?
Definitely should. Definitely should.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hit me up, man.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do. You know, maybe we let the AFF All-Stars coach a camp or something after the season. Things
do
out
it,
there.
man.
It could happen, right? It could happen.
Do it, man. Because, like, for me, like, I'm 24, and when I was coming up to play football, we have camps in Europe, right? I was one of the kids who could afford to fly out to the States and be in front of coaches, right? So obviously, a lot of times I got overlooked. Having camps like this, and seeing, like, for them, seeing people like me, Nana, Desmond Cooper, Willie, you know, that's gonna inspire them. Like, yo, I can do this too. Yep. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, I told myself I'm not playing Europe because I didn't know those ballers in Europe. You know? It was either your States or done. Like, States, Canada, or I'm done. A lot of my friends too were the same way. States, Canada, or done. They see me playing out in Europe, they're like, yo, there's football in Europe? It's good? You know? So, like, them being able to see this and, like, giving them, like, okay, football doesn't stop at States or done, or doesn't stop at D1. You know, because right now we have, like, the CFL Combine coming up. We have the NFL Pathway Program. So there's multiple routes going. And a lot of the kids who got picked up by the NFL Combine didn't go D1. Tiggy didn't go D1. The Swalker running back didn't go D1. You know what I'm saying? The CFL Combine, a lot of the guys who got picked up weren't D1 kids. Yeah. They all played in Europe. Some of them went to the UK universities, went the GFR route, you know? So, like, one thing that I keep comparing Europe to is Europe's our JUCO. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good comparison. I never thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah, they don't go D1, they go JUCO route. We can go the GFL route. We can go the European route, the Maple League route.
Maple League route. You heard it. The Maple League route.
So, like, the more camps we have and the more we expose these kids to, there's different ways to keep playing football. You know what I'm saying? The more the sport's gonna grow. Because I know so many guys over the years who I've started with. I'm like, for my team in Bristol, I'm like one of the only guys. I'm the only guy still playing football. Some countries in the States, right? And that's because I did my own research. You know, I have a thing where I have multiple plans. So I have my plan A, B, and C. You know, they always say don't have a plan B, but you have to have a plan B. Yeah. I didn't go D1. I knew to have a Canada or JUCO. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go D1, I took the Canadian route straight away. So, like, these kids need to understand, yo, I may not go D1, not because of I'm not good enough, I have the intangibles, just because sometimes life don't go that way, right? Mm-hmm. There's routes in Europe. You can go to university in Europe, go GFL route, go to Maple League route, my bad.
Maple League route, there you go.
There's camps. There'll be camps that they're holding. Like, Coley and Beat are doing camps. That's how a lot of the UK ballers got to Europe. You know what I'm saying? So the more camps we have, the more training and the more we invest into the youth, the bigger the sport's gonna get.
That's it, man. Look, that's it. You said everything we need to say, Kadel King. It was good talking to you today and just get a little bit of understanding of your mindset on the sport. And like you said, it nowhere to go but up from here, man. The sport is good and great. And it's good to have you on. We appreciate it and wish you the best of luck in your next football game coming up and everything else football-wise for you, man.
Thank you. Quick question, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Kuopio Steelers or Helsinki Wolverines? Let me hear it. I'm going to hold you guys to this, and I'm going to come on all your stuff, man.
He asking us on Sunday. We don't make our picks till like Thursday.
I know. We don't make our picks.
I want to know right now, man.
I gotta read the injury reports. I gotta do my data analysis. I gotta see who's not playing, who the new players. Oh man.
Hey,
where y'all playing? Y'all playing Kuopio, right?
We're playing Kuopio, the home game, first home game of the season.
I'm going with Steelers. Wolverines ain't won there since like 2002.
Hey, you about to be 3-0 on your predictions, man. Let me hear it.
Don't tell nobody. Don't tell anybody until we put them out. But we'll put it on this first.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I'm gonna stay neutral at this moment.
I'm gonna go Steelers because I'm already all in. So you let me know. I pick
respect,
Steelers.
Man.
I'm all in with Steelers. All right, man.
If y'all vote against us, it's gonna be in your comment section. Like nice picks again, man. Just know that.
they stay in the comments when we wrong.
No,
I said that on the show earlier. They stay in the comments when we wrong, man. But all right, we gotta let you get out of here. It's good talking to you, man.
Thank you, man.
Take it easy. Appreciate you giving us this time, and good luck to you guys this weekend.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Okay, thank you. Good luck. Thank you, man. Have a good week, guys.